Welcome to News Channel 21 App 5. I'm Matt McDonald. Team coverage tonight asking the question you want answered. Why hasn't this guy been caught?
A heavy heart that we're joining you here today outside of Bend High School. If you look behind me, you can see they've just now started lining up all the school buses. They are getting ready to very orderly get all the students out of the building. Yeah, take a look. I think I'm a little too scruffy for the studio. We're going to get that taken care of. A little nervous. My man Stan here is about to bust out that razor. Oh boy, here it comes.
A smaller army getting rid of some Air Force attack jets and cutting back on some benefits for the men and women already enlisted in our armed forces. Is there any chance the campus won't be sited there, at least in your mind at this point?
No.
It is about to get loud in the Bank of the Cascades Event Center in Redmond this weekend. The Monster X Tour is here. Oh yeah, the tour features dirt bike jumpers, monster truck rides, even 5 monster trucks that'll battle it out to see who's the best in show. I love using that voice. Selling drugs to high school students. Bend PD says tips from citizens led to a drug raid yesterday at an apartment just a block north of Marshall High.
They don't know the cause yet. In fact, they said they haven't been able to get into this church yet because they're making sure that everything is safe before they go inside.
Cynthia Ruddle is suing a woman in Clackamas County saying her pet duck attacked and she fell trying to escape, injuring her wrist and shoulder.
Not quite Olympic standard, but I'm close. I'm close.
Not that bad, right?
There was very little standing.
You had to look. It was right in the center there that I was standing.
With a bit of a heavy heart that we're joining you here today outside of Bend High School. If you look behind me, you can see they've just now started lining up all the school buses. They are getting ready to very orderly get all the students out of the building. In this climate that we live in, anytime there is a shooting on a school ground campus, immediate lockdown, that also triggers a whole series of procedures, not just for the school, but also for law enforcement. They had to clear that building. Students were kept in their rooms. Several of the students we talked to said that they actually had things barricading their door to get out of their room. I think I just want to leave with some final thoughts, specifically a conversation I had with a student as he was finally walking out of this building after the lockdown. He said to me that one of the things he hopes most that comes out of this on Monday is that the students take with us a sense of not just the tragedy and the loss that certainly everyone is feeling, but this is an opportunity to reach out to some of the other students, whether they know them or not, and create a supporting environment that will hopefully be a path to prevent a tragedy like this in the future. We'll, of course, keep following the story. We'll have updates at 6 o'clock as well as on our website, ktvz.com.
Welcome to News Channel 21 App 5. I'm Matt McDonald. Team coverage tonight asking the question you want answered. Why hasn't this guy been caught? The latest heist happened Friday just after 3 at the Home Federal Bank in downtown Bend. Brittany Weiner has been making calls all day to see where police and FBI are in the investigation. Brittany, thanks. Continuing our team coverage tonight, while police investigate who did this and they try to track him down, the public frustration grows over why, after 5 robberies, 3 at the same bank, this man still has not been caught. Alicia Inns is live for us. Alicia, thank you. The small town of Centennial, Colorado in recovery mode this morning after a student opened fire at Arapahoe High School Friday. Just over a minute after that shooter entered the school, the violence was over, leaving one student fighting for her life and the gunman, 18-year-old Carl Pearson, dead from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. 4 buildings at Harvard University evacuated this morning, opened back up this afternoon. Reports earlier today that bombs may have been planted turned out to be false. Certainly does not feel like winter is about to start. Sunny skies and warm temperatures all day today. Meteorologist Travis Knutson joins us now from the Weather Center. Travis, despite our good fortune today, you're saying a cool down's headed our way, right? In Washington tonight, all eyes on the U.S. Senate, and there is some hope. Hope that the bipartisan budget deal passed last week in the House will pass the Senate. The deal does not extend unemployment benefits or reverse the cut in food stamps. Despite both sides making sacrifices, many Republicans and Democrats seem to be in sync. Good evening, I'm Matt McDonald. Hundreds of people packed into the Tower Theater to hear from Oregon State University President Ed Ray delivering the State of the University address. John Hendricks was there. He's here now with tonight's top story. John. Military officials confirm 4 are dead, including the gunman after an enlisted soldier opened fire at Fort Hood in Texas. The earth is still shaking in South America. Another powerful earthquake struck today in the same area as yesterday's 8.2 magnitude quake that had prompted tsunami warnings and evacuations. A 7.8 magnitude aftershock hit late this evening. But what would happen if a huge earthquake struck right here off the Oregon coast? That's a focus of a major study completed just last year, and the findings are not good. Thousands dead, no power or water for months, and billions of dollars in damage to the economy. It was a story we first brought you last night. The FDA proposing new rules that would change how breweries get rid of spent grains. New tonight, we have obtained a letter Representative Greg Walden sent today. Now that the leak in the Mirror Pond Dam is fixed, the question remains, what happens next? Brittany Weiner is live in the studio with the latest developments. Brittany? Crook County became the second county today in Central Oregon to place a temporary ban on medical marijuana shops. After hearing from the district attorney and county health officials, both against medical marijuana shops. And here's an odd detail. We learned tonight from Redmond Mayor George Endicott that they have to put the issue up to vote again. Is the Duck turning its back on Oregon? It is the only public university in the state with a falling number of students from Oregon, and it's cashing in on all of those out-of-state students. In this special report, I went to Eugene to find some answers.
Dear Melissa, I'm pleased to offer you admission to the University of Oregon for the fall 2013 term.
Bend High senior Melissa Hubler is on her way to being a Duck.
I just really love the culture of Eugene.
It's a culture that's changing. Last fall was the first time Oregonians were in the minority in the freshman class.
Most of our budget to run the University of Oregon comes from tuition, comes from students.
It's simple math. Out-of-state students pay triple the amount of in-state students like Melissa. That's driving a major change. In-state enrollment has dropped by just over 500 students over the last decade. Out-of-state numbers have jumped almost 4,700, up 64%.
We're not interested in pumping more dollars, state dollars, into universities to serve more out-of-state students.
Ben Cannon is Governor Kitzhaber's chief education advisor. A major goal for the governor, seeing more Oregonians in college. But money seems to be driving U of O to pass on Oregon students. In the 03-04 school year, U of O brought in $68 million in tuition from out-of-state students, 69 from Oregonians, about a 50-50 split. Last year, U of O collected $221 million from out-of-state students, nearly double the amount from in-state. Does all that out-of-state money, to an extent, subsidize the students that are in-state?
Yes.
For students like Melissa, that out-of-state money helps, but it comes at a price. Fewer Oregonians on campus. Oregonians used to make up 70% of the campus. Last year, it was just 58.
Their likelihood and ability to get state funding is tied to, and increasingly so, their ability to serve Oregon students.
Despite more than a century of support from the state of Oregon, the Ducks may not care anymore.
We are a very popular school out of state at the moment. We are a hot school.
That means a huge pot of money waiting to be grabbed.
They sent me this little trinket in the mail. It's like a luggage tag.
And for Melissa, fewer of her high school friends making it to U of O. The day starts brimming with optimism.
My hopes are high, Matt.
I'm ready. As ready as I'm ever going to get.
Come on in.
Mount Bachelor instructor Nate Edgel, yes, spelled N8, assures me he's taken on bigger challenges than me.
All I need to do is give pressure to that arc, and that should make my snowboard turn.
Easier said than done.
It's okay.
3 rides up the magic carpet, a lift built for kids, and with plenty of Nate's encouragement.
Good job, good job.
And I'm ready for my first chairlift. Getting on, no problem.
There you go.
Getting off. Whoa. There's no shortage of things to remember.
Keep those hips down. Keep those toes up. Flex the ankle on that board. Lift up those right toes nice and high. Stand on that left heel.
I'm not going to the right. Good instruction or natural talent, I'm picking up speed. The wind in my face, the sun glistening overhead, the mountain peaks cut against a blue sky. It's perfect until...
So what I'd like you to do, we're gonna get a little bit advanced here.
Did he just say advanced? Toe edge turn.
Yeah.
This is where I hit the wall.
Whoa!
What happened?
I failed. Again. Nate has a secret weapon for moments like this. He lies.
You got this. Perfect, Matt. Nice work. Nice work.
When your dream is to make the Olympics, or at least our Olympic zone coverage, there's no quitting.
All right, 4th time's the charm.
Okay, maybe the 50th time is the charm.
Oh, I was so close. I was so close to making it around. All right, the nemesis. The front edge turn.
It's not pretty, but there it is.
Harder, harder.
Elation lasts but a moment before I'm back on my backside, but with newfound confidence.
I feel like I'm not quite Olympic standard, but I'm close. I'm close.